Wednesday, September the 20th, 2017, to you. Once again, urgent matters preempt important issues. For today, I had intended to write about Myanmar leader Mrs. Aung San Suu Kyi's speech on the Rohingya affair, but instead I must refer to the recent earthquake in Mexico and Hurricane Maria's devastation in Puerto Rico. As for the earthquake, I must mention that one of my beloved ones is Mexican. Please, my apologies if my objectivity is compromised. The catastrophe's consequences are appalling. There are 226 people reported dead and more than 800 injured as a result of that seismic event. The distance between Mexico City and the earthquake's focal point was 82.5 miles. That proximity prevented the seismic warning system from being effective. Somehow, that disaster found its symbol in the Enrique Repsamen Primary School. There, a young lady called Fatima Navarro was rescued by the brigades before a crowd of stunned journalists from all over the world. Miss Navarro was taken alive out of the structure, but 32 of her classmates did not enjoy that luck. It is self-evident that Mexico's urban planning regulation did not pass the exam. Do you remember how I praised how well prepared Mexicans were a few days ago? Well, I take it back. Time will come once sadness vanishes to assign political responsibilities. For a start, construction dates is a lame excuse. Many post-1985 structures got severely damaged too. Secondly, 4.68 million clients in central Mexico were left without power. Personally, I refuse to believe that the power grid had been installed before 1985. As for the Enrique Repsamen, how was a children's school occupying an old unreliable building? That goes beyond my understanding. Certainly, both national and state level authorities must be held accountable. And now, Puerto Rico. Hurricane Maria wiped Puerto Rico. After landfall, wind gusts of 118 miles per hour were reported at Camp Santiago. As of now, the entire island is without power. Even worse, Puerto Rico Governor Mr. Ricardo Rosselló said that power could be out for months. It is too likely that in the meantime, many Puerto Ricans may opt to flee the island to Miami or New York City. I think that given how debt-laden that state is nowadays, U.S. Congress must pass a new legislation concerning Puerto Rico. PROMESA Act is not enough. It was aimed at restructuring public debt, not reconstructing the island. Puerto Rico needs a more politically legitimate body, even at its current political status expense. Finally, I have some words for Dominica. Its Prime Minister, Mr. Roosevelt Scarlett, said his nation lost all that money can buy and replace. Mr. Scarlett himself had to be rescued after his home's roof was blown away by the hurricane. I feel sorry for Dominica. I was checking its economic data and I found that its real GDP was expected to grow at 2.9% this year. That small nation was aimed at balancing its public finances, but the hurricane smashed that picture. That reminds me of Luke 12:20. You fool, this very night your life will be demanded from you. The wind blew, the earth blew too. The world is still on.